So let's continue. Let's start new topic. It's chapter number 20. And our topic is writing and erasing. So usually those are two separate Melachah, but since they're very related or interrelated, so they put it, actually it's not so short, into one chapter. Okay. So let's see, writing, kasef, right, and erasing, macheik, are two of the 39 hours melachas, like separate. Writing is totally forbidden on Yom Tov, as on Shabbos, because it is not considered a food preparation need. Okay. Under the Melachah, it is forbidden to write even a single letter or a number in any language, or draw a picture or sketch, to carve a figure, or create any other meaningful symbol. It is forbidden even to write on a food item on Yom Tov, or to carve an article of food into meaningful shape, since the writing or carving does not fulfill any physical need. It is also forbidden to attach molded figures with chocolate letters to surface. Okay, so let's stop here, and we're going to explain and remind what we said about all of this halachos, and not all of it, but some. Give some summary, what you say in general on Shabbos about this melachos. So we have writing and erasing. So in a base, in a mishkan, right? So on each plank, so they had this huge fence that consisted of like huge pillars. I think 10 amos. So 10 amos, like it's 20 feet, like very, very, very high, like thick, amma by amma, like 2 feet by 2 feet. It's like very, very heavy planks, right? Solid wood, and they were connected together, like on top. On the bottom, they would put like in this silver like stands. And they would put some like wooden thing like in the middle. They would drill in the middle of these planks and put some extra support. So many like basically the connection between these planks were very, very precise. So in like, since it's all handmade, and to be very, very precise, they had to write on the bottom, or I think on the bottom, or somewhere else, I don't exactly remember, but somehow I think on the bottom, like the location. So location, meaning the site, is it west, is it east, north, south, and the number, right? Like coordinates, basically, right? And sometimes they would do a mistake. So if they would do a mistake, they would erase the number or letter, whatever, and there are no numbers, letters, right? And then write the correct one. So basically, even this erasing is actually for the purpose of writing. So it's also for constructive purpose. So basically, if we erase without constructive purpose, just erase for no purpose, it is forbidden, but it is forbidden on a rabbinical level. And writing, we said it's not for a food preparation. Sometimes, like people would carve some flowers, some some compositions from watermelon, right? From other things. I'm not sure what else besides the watermelon. Maybe from melons. I don't know. So right, they would carve some figures. Those are going to be forbidden on Yom Tov. On Yom Tov, it's going to be forbidden. So what you cannot write, even one letter, any number in any language, or any meaningful figure. Like for example, the circle, yeah, you can write. Of course, we would say not to write, but technically you can, or just a line does not mean anything, or a wavy line, like a double line. Does not mean anything. But some meaningful figure, yeah, it would not be allowed. Okay, and as we say, symbol in any language, right? And even though we're allowed to do many things for food preparation, you would not be allowed to do like they came like squeeze with the cream, I don't know, like some flowers or something on a cake would not be allowed. Okay, right. So it's not going to be allowed, and plus also writing is attaching something like carved letters or numbers one to another. For example, maybe somebody's birthday, they want to say I don't know, 10 years old. So like would not be allowed to put them together. Okay, so continue. Erasing is also entirely prohibited on Yom Tov, as on Shabbos. It is forbidden to erase any type of script, including the number, including a letter, number, or picture. Therefore, it is prohibited to erase an illegible mark, such as blood ink, from the page. So let's do erasing, and we're going to explain. So erasing is also entirely forbidden on the Shabbos and Yom Tov. Forbidden to erase any type of script, including letter, number, or pictures. Furthermore, it is prohibited to erase any illegible marks. So meaning, and sometimes people would erase around. So you have like like ink stain, and you will, if you carve out whatever around it, so you would create a picture. So of course it is forbidden. And what is about erasing? Erasing, yeah. So that's a big one when you open the packages. So if you open the packages, so you must be very careful. So in some shul, the problem is they would have some sugar packets, like small ones, like I don't know, maybe it's 1 spoon or less. I don't know how many spoons. I don't think it's the whole spoon in small packet. Okay. So, and there are letters, so like a company name, instruction, this and that. So it is possible, and I try, like I tested, it is possible. If you're very, very careful and you're like very good with your hands, you can open this packet and without tearing the letters. But most of the people, they do not care, and they actually open like on a weekday, and they for sure they tear letters. And pictures and right, so that's for sure it is forbidden, and many people unfortunately stumble into it. But I think it's the problem is that this is a synagogue, like not with people. I mean, that's one of the cases when they put a stumbling block in front of the blind. Of course, yeah, they would say, people should know. Okay, people should know, but they don't. I mean, not they, but some of them don't. Okay. So continue. A comprehensive discussion of this prohibition of writing and reading has been presented Shabbos Home chapters 1 and 4. Okay. We'll therefore limit ourselves here to citing relevant application to this Melachos. Okay. Right. I mean, that pertains to Yom Tov. It's how is it different?